Hey, Sonny here. Today I want to cover "Shot in the Dark" by Ozzy and Jake Lee. Um, I didn't haven't done a lesson on "Shot in the Dark" because I thought it was just a very popular song that people have done it already. But I've noticed that this past week that some of the lessons I saw, um, the tabs are not right, and some of the lessons are not quite right. The tuning may be right, but the notes could be wrong, or vice versa. So today I want to show you how Jake Lee plays it on the recording, and I'm gonna show you how he plays it live based on some of his actual video. I saw him play with Red Dragon Cartel. There's some good videos from 2015, like right in front of his fingers. You can see what his hands are doing, and I'm able to put two and two together and figure out how he plays it live versus how he plays it in the studio. So some of you guys already checked out my Bark at the Moon video a long time ago. If you have checked out my channel, have followed my channel for a long time, that you know that I've done the way that Jake Lee played Bark at the Moon a long time ago, and that was way before there was a video Jake Lee showing how to play Bark at the Moon the right way went viral. So I was showing the right, so that confirmed me that I was playing the right way when Jake Lee showed it live how he played it. So that was an encouragement. So hopefully I'll get this one right too. Big Jake Lee fan. I love the way he plays. I love his tones, and I just love how he being very innovative and creative in how he put the riffs and rhythm together. Not just the solo, but the whole package. So let's dive into it. The Shot in the Dark. I'm going to using the Jake Lee Chauvel model today. Um, the reason why I like to use that because it's a hardtail. It's like what Jake Lee uses it. And the cool thing about that is the headstock is there's a deep groove right there, so you can actually, so when you have to, since you don't have a whammy bar, if you want to bend the string up, you can use the just press down or pull down the strings behind the nut at the headstock. It's easier to do because the groove is deeper in the headstock, so I kind of route it this way. You can see it. I'll show you. See, there's a big groove right here that give your fingers room to get in there to dig into the string to really bend it. So that's that. The studio version of the song is tuned really different. If you have to think about it, what you have to do is you have to tune all the string down half step from your standard tuning, and then the low E and A string got tuned up whole step after that. So essentially our low E string is now F, and then the A string is now B flat, and then the D string is now D flat or C sharp, however you want to call it, and the G string is F sharp, F sharp, and then B string is B flat, E string, high E string is now E flat. So we have, again, F, B flat, C sharp, F sharp, B flat, E flat. So that's how we tune. Again, like I say, if you tune down all the string down half step, and you turn the low E string and A string up whole step after you do that, then you have that tuning. So if you play along the record, that's the tuning you want to use. So let's go ahead and talk about how the recording is for the intro, and then we'll dive into the live version. In the live version, all your string is tuned half step down without tuning the weird tuning with the low E string and A string up whole step again. So everything just tuned down whole half step. You will play a little differently. The notes are the same. But let's go through each part. slowly together. So let's get down and talk about the harmonics in the beginning first. So the beginning harmonic goes like this. What I have is a harmonic. Basically, you barely touch the string. I use my middle finger in this case because at the end of the lick, you would bend the strings behind the nut. So it's easier if I use my middle finger, so I can use two fingers and do that instead of just one finger. That gives more leverage, control to do that. So again, so it's harmonic at 12th fret, barely touch the string. Basically, the fret wire between 12th and 13th fret, barely touch it. Middle finger. Picks it and release your finger. Do the same thing on 7th fret. Between 7th and 8th fret, there's a wire. 5th and 6th fret, between that. Essentially, we have the B note at 12th fret, 14th fret on the high E string, and a B note on the high E string at the 19th fret. And B note full step. But we're doing it with harmonics, so and what you do is just press down on the second string behind the nut and bend it, and then just release it back up. So you can do it one or two ways. You can press down. If you can't press down, you can pull down just a little bit. Pull down slightly. Go like this. And then the next one. The harmonic between 3rd and 4th fret on the G string. Watch my finger. And then you place finger behind the 3rd string, the G string, and you press down. So that's how you do it. You basically go. You gotta go down, down, release down twice, and then release back up. So touch my finger again. Slowly. So that's that. Get back to the harmonic, a 12th fret on the B string. 7, 5th fret. And the last one you play the 5th fret, between 5th and 6th fret harmonic on the E string. And then you place your finger over 12th fret of D, G, and B string, play those three notes together, harmonic. So the whole thing slowly. So that's the intro to that, and then we get into the main riff. Again, this is studio tuning, which I show you. You tune down whole step, half step with all the string, low E and low E A string. You tune up whole step out after that. So this is how you play it. Studio tuning recording. So what I do is I play the 7th fret on the D and G string together, and then you mute twice on the A string, and the 7th fret on the D and 6th fret on G together. Next 5 note. Open A string twice, open E string, hammer on the 3rd fret on the E string, and then open A string. So repeat. The next time you play differently, a lot of people play the same thing again on the 3rd pass, but you don't. You actually play 5th fret on the D and 7th fret on the G string together, and then mute on the open A string twice, and then 5th fret on D and 6th fret on G together, and down to 2nd fret on D and G, and 5th fret of D and 4th fret of G. And then there's a run after that. It goes like this. 5th fret on the D string, 5th fret on the A, open A, 3rd fret of A, 2nd fret of D, 5th fret of D, harmonic, pinch harmonic. The whole thing slowly. So that's the studio version of that part of it. Now, most people is not going to have a tuning like this live. So you have to adjust with the guitar that just tune normal tuning or half step down. So if you watch the Jake Ely video in 2015, or anytime he has a live video with Red Dragon Cartel, all his guitar is tuned half step down on all 6 string, and he plays it differently than what I just showed you, and I'll show you now how to do that. Let me tune my guitar to the whole step down first on all the strings, and then we'll come back to that. Alright, now all my strings are tuned down, half step down. So now instead of E, we have E flat. And then instead of A, we have A flat. Or G sharp, however you want to say it. And then we have the D string, which is now C sharp or D flat, which is the same as studio tuning on the four strings below. No change. So your G string remains at F sharp. And then B string is B flat or A sharp. And you have an E flat on the high E string or D sharp. So those are the 6 strings. Now I'm going to show you how to play the Jake Ely way live. The harmonic in the beginning don't change because that is done on the G string and the B string and high E string, and those strings have not changed in tuning. It's the same. So nothing changes in how you play the harmonics in the beginning. What changes will be the main riff, which will be played like this now. So that's the live version, how Jake Ely plays it. He actually plays it slightly different, the quick 5-note pattern too. So now, since we're playing half step down on everything, so instead of open string on A, we're gonna have to use our thumb to play on the 7th fret or low E string for the muted notes. So first 2 notes the same is D7 and G7. I just use my index finger, and then you put the thumb over 7th fret on the low E string twice, and then use your middle finger and index finger, play the 7th fret of D and 6th fret of G. After you play that 2 notes, you will go to open low E string twice, 2nd fret on the low E string, hammer on the 5th fret on low E, and 2nd fret on the A. So the notes are a little different than the studio version, but if you watch Jake Ely play the 2015 version, you'll see that he picked those 2 notes with hands not touching the string. You can hear it too. So first part. again, and then 5th fret on the D, 7th fret on the G string. I use my pinky, and then use my ring finger, middle on the 7th fret of B, and play that twice, and play 5th fret on the D and 6th fret on the G together with my index and ring middle finger, side down, 2nd fret of D and G, and no change from the studio version. And finish up on the 5th fret of D and 4th fret on the G. And then the notes after that, you middle on the 5th fret of D string, 7th fret of A, 7th fret of E, and then 5th fret on the A, 7th fret on the A, and then 5th fret on the D. Harmonic, pinch harmonic. Okay, so whole thing slowly. One more time. Second time you play it, you play the 9th fret on the G harmonic. Okay, so that's Shot in the Dark, the intro to it. I'm gonna do another video of the verse and the chorus, which is really fun to play and learn. So until next time, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you have not, and see ya.